Hi, everyone. This is Bob Burge with the Indiana Department of Workforce Development. Thanks for joining us on today's program. We got a very exciting program from four Western Indiana employers, and we're going to be getting into that in just a second. We've got a lot of folks still launching on board, so I'm going to stall for just a minute or so here and go over a couple housekeeping items with you. First thing is on the audio. You got a couple options. You'll see you can dial in by phone or also through your smartphone or laptop directly on voice over IP. If you get some kind of bad audio feedback, you might consider coming in directly through the phones. And so that's a little bit of reminder on the audio side. Questions are always an important part of this. We may not be able to get to all of them today, but all of those of you registered, the employers will be getting your contact information, and they can get back to you with questions that we weren't able to get to today. But on the upper right-hand side, you'll see the opportunity to send us questions, and so we like those. Send them our way, and we'll get to as many of those as we can. So, and then also always get questions on slides, and today's program is being recorded, and by registering, you'll be getting a link. I think tomorrow, it takes about 24 hours, you'll be getting a link to today's program. You'll also be able to share that with others. So if there's anything you might have missed, you will get a chance to go back and review later. So I am going to, next up, I'm going to do a real quick question. So we got a couple things. This really helps the recruiters. And this first one I'm going to throw out, you'll see, are you currently employed? Not critically important. It just helps with the recruiters when they contact you on whether or not they just need to know whether or not you're employed or not. So I'm going to let this go for another 5 seconds or so. And the presenters, I'm still getting some kind of noise on one of you. So whichever one that is, if you can kind of pay attention, it sounds like some kind of sliding noise. So if you can pay attention to your environment there, we would appreciate that. And let me close this out. And I'll share that real quick. The vast majority, 80% of them are not employed right now. And so I think we'll be able to make the quick transition to it. So I am going to do one more polling question, and let's bring that one up. And this kind of asks a industry specific. In what industry is your current or most recent employment? Logistics, transportation and warehousing, manufacturing, healthcare, retail, restaurant, and hospitality, or other. Again, this just helps the recruiters a little bit on what you might be doing right now, or in your most recent position. So again, these aren't critical. These are just helps a little bit in the process. And then we do got another polling question if we can get to it at the end. I'm going to wait just one more second and close that out. And just so you guys know here, let's share those results. So you'll see where the leaders are, and again, as usually is the case, other was at the top, and we don't have anybody from manufacturing. So that helps us. And so with that, I'm going to introduce Nancy Inman. Nancy's the business consultant with Western Indiana and played a big part on putting together today's program. Nancy, thanks for doing this. And I'm going to start out. You got some information right there. Tell us a little bit about your region and what folks should know.
First, I'd like to thank all the employers, Adecco, Jennifer Estrada, and Asina, Rick McMickle. Hamilton Center has Michael Maxwell, Anastasia Godsey, Ebony K, and Breast Care is with us also today with Missy Higginbotham. I'd also like to thank Dave and Bob for putting this together, helping us get this out there. I'd like to take a minute to tell you a few things about Region 7. Region 7's top industry, government, manufacturing, healthcare, and social assistance. As you can see, that transportation and material moving in 2019 has went above the average to 7,946 jobs. Also in Region 7, there are currently 12,376 jobs in healthcare and social assistance. That's 6% above the national average. It has an 8.8% increase in healthcare and social assistance jobs. So we're projected in Region 7 to be hiring at least 1,120 new jobs. So you can see our slides we do have healthcare on the line, so that's good. We have 5 colleges, 5 really good colleges within Region 7. They're Indiana State, that's my alma mater. Hall, St. Mary's of the Woods, and Ivy Tech, they're all located within our region. So we have a lot of great facilities for learning. Region 7 is also the home of Coca-Cola bottling, Clapper Girl, baking powder, and Larry Bird went to my alma mater, Indiana State University.
Very cool.
I'm going to turn that back over to you, Bob.
Sure. And Jennifer or Nancy, real quick, the Work One? You guys have Work One offices that you guys manage throughout. I know that's where really a lot of the training and the job opportunities also continue at the Work One office. Are you guys planning to open for business your Work Ones? What can you tell us and the folks on today about the Work One offices?
Absolutely. We've been open since Monday. We are taking appointments to meet with people, and we're very excited to help some of these people find these opportunities.
Excellent. Okay. Well, hey, Nancy, thanks for that introduction introducing the folks today that they're going to be meeting. And again, a quick reminder, today's program is being recorded. You'll get a link to that. And then the upper right, if you do have questions, send us those. All the attendees today are muted, but you do have the ability to send us questions. So with that, let's jump right in with the jobs. And I think the first we have featured up is Adecco and Jennifer Estrada. Jennifer, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Yes, definitely. Hello, everyone. So we currently have openings available right now. So just to talk to you a little bit about Adecco. Adecco Staffing is the second largest staffing company in the world with over 450 locations in 60 countries. Here in Indianapolis, we have been a top provider in the area for over 20 years and have established relationships with leading companies that call Indy their home. Our primary focus is contract to hire opportunities that provide high-end compensation packages. If you're looking for a job, a great job, we can help you get in the door at same incredible companies that could be your forever home. And we also speak Spanish. Yes.
Great. Hey, thanks for that. So I think we got 4 specific jobs we're going to talk about today. And then in addition, I think there may be even a group of more that you want to throw in. So first, let's jump into this first featured job opportunity. It looks like 100 plus, so big number, 100 plus warehouse associates, right? So
yes.
Kind of walk us through that.
Yes. So we have warehouse positions available. So we have openings here in Indianapolis and also surrounding areas. So we're going to talk about the pick and pack at a retail distribution center in Greencastle. We have immediate openings there, 1 hour west of Indianapolis. We also have first and second shift positions available. Now, with this specific location, the experience that we're looking for someone that is comfortable being on their feet for an extended period of time, able to lift and pull up to 50 pounds, someone that has reliable transportation to work in Greencastle, Indiana, and open to work weekends.
Okay, and Jennifer, I did have a question pop in already. Can you, do you know the shift times?
Yes, specific timing for first shift. They are working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. They have a lot of overtime right now. So The hours for first shift are starting at 4 a.m. and they end at 2:30 p.m. Second
Okay.
shift, and they're working Monday through Saturday. Second shift,
Okay.
they're working Sunday to Friday, and the hours are starting at 2:30 p.m. I'm sorry, 3:30 p.m. and they end at 2 in the morning. And the hours, pay rate, starting at $15.50 for first shift, second shift starting at $16.50, and we also have a shift differential when you work on weekends.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Next up is opportunity number 2, in Brownsburg, apparently, a picker and packer. That sounds a little bit like a rhyme there, but what can you tell us about these positions? Looks like you got a
Yes.
lot of them.
Yes, we do. So this is in Brownsburg, Indiana, and same, we have first and second shift positions available. You are working 40 to 60 hours per week. With this specific one, you are starting at $12.50 for first shift. We do have different pay range for this one. And to be a little bit more specific, you can definitely give us a call at the end. We will provide you with our phone number, and I can give you detailed information for this this position. It is the same. You are working 10 hours a day as well.
Okay. Jennifer, I did have a question come in, and really going back to the first position and this one, and really, since they're different companies, are there any benefits that go with this particular one and the previous one and any of these in general?
Now, you are starting as a temp to hire. The great thing about working with the DECO is that we give you the opportunity to work for these companies. And of course, with benefits, you do have to work directly. Our company offers benefits as well, and that will be something I can discuss with the candidate one-on-one after they complete their application.
Great, sounds good. So next up is the third opportunity. It's delivery drivers, and what can you tell us? Apparently, tequila distribution company, right?
Yes,
So
yes. Yeah, so this is a company that we're working with. They are looking for bilingual delivery drivers. The positions are open from Monday through Friday with some weekends requirements. You do have to have a clean driving record, available to lift, move, push, pull up to 50 pounds.
Okay.
The pay range is $17 to $18 an hour.
Okay, and does that include? Okay, so they're driving which vehicles? I had a question.
They're driving a regular van. They
Okay.
will be driving a van. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next opportunity, the last of the featured opportunities, forklift drivers, right? And this is on the west side, apparently the west side of Indianapolis. And what can you tell us about this and the experience needed?
Yes, great company to work for. Right now, they are looking for, we have openings for forklift positions. You're starting at $21 an hour, and this is something that we're offering a DECO to help everyone. And we're just looking for someone that has the experience, at least 2 years of forklift experience. You need to be able to lift up to 50 pounds, pushing and pulling up to 100 pounds with assistant. And
Okay.
it is on the west, we can say west-south side of town.
Okay. All right. And next, I think we have a slide here that's saying, hey, this was just kind of a sample opportunity, right? But there are additional opportunities, and I think for somebody that's interested in using a DECA as a opportunity to get started with the company to see if they like it before they go all in. It's a great way to do that, right? And so this is an example of some other kind of indie or close to indie jobs that you have. And again, I think we're going to have your contact information in just a second. So
Yes.
by coming in, lots of different opportunities in different locations, right?
Correct. Yes, we have openings on the east side of Indy, Whitestown, Indiana, and Plainfield location as well.
Okay, so I'm interested. I saw some stuff on there I liked. Jennifer, what's my next move? You'll see this next slide. So kind of walk us through there, the best thing to take for next steps.
Yes, so my name is Jennifer again, so you can see our address, location, and our phone number. If you would like to apply with us, you can visit our website at adecousa.com, Also, send us your resume. If you have a resume, if not, we can still help you find a job. You can email us your resume. And at the moment, we do have our office is open by appointment only. And you can give us a call and we can set up an appointment for you to come in and apply as well, if you like to come into our office.
Okay, and I did, Jennifer, before we let you go, I do got some questions that came in. Let me throw these at you. How soon can somebody get started?
So we have positions available to start as soon as possible. So we'll just have to have you complete the application and we can work from there. And right after we have your application in and everything completed, we can get you started right away.
Okay, and then to set up an appointment to apply, just respond here, is that correct?
Yes, just complete your application online. My best suggestion will be apply online and give me a call and say, I just applied online, and we can move forward from there.
Okay, I got another question on an important part, pay. How often will I get paid? How does that work, and
Yes,
how far is yours?
yes, our company pays, we have weekly pay. It's a
Okay,
weekly pay.
and then how often do you get or have new opportunities? I mean, if there's nothing quite here that fit, how often are you guys, it seems like it's a busy time right now, which comes as some surprise.
Yes, so we are always having job opportunities for everyone. We also have customer service, something I miss adding there as well. So I may have 0 openings today, but tomorrow always changes and I can have more. But at the moment, I definitely have opportunities for everyone.
Okay, and there was a question about the Terre Haute area. So do you have jobs specifically open right now in the immediate Terre Haute area?
Specifically in Terre Haute, I don't, but I do have a lot of people from that location that do travel to Greencastle for work.
Okay, so Greencastle is not far at all. So, okay, well, Jennifer Estrada, thanks for that and taking us through that exercise. And next up, we're going to take a look at Ascena Retail Group, and leading that discussion is going to be Rick McMickle. Rick, thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about Ascena?
Okay, well, Ascena Retail Group, we own 6 brands of ladies and young ladies clothing and apparel. Our facility in Greencastle is an 800,000 square foot e-com warehouse. So the facility in Greencastle handles the online ordering for our brands.
Okay, and I understand that you got a real specific job that you want to talk about, right? And it's a full-time seasonal unit processor, right?
That is correct.
Okay, why don't you walk us through? Tell us all about that and what you're looking for.
Sure. With our stores being closed because of COVID-19, our online orders have greatly increased. And so what we are doing is bringing on seasonal associates right now to help us with that increased volume of online ordering. Once our stores begin to open back up and we start to see the online ordering kind of adjust to the stores being back open, then we will get a better idea as far as what type of permanent positions that we would have available. And at that time, then we would have postings for our associates that are in these seasonal roles that are interested in moving or applying for these permanent positions.
Okay, and I have, it looks like it, do we have anything? Oh, so what, yeah, there's the wage is $13.50 an hour, it looks like, right? And
Yeah.
what kind of hours? I did get a couple questions that asked about what's a typical shift time, and is there multiple shifts?
Yes, we have first and second shift. We are on mandatory overtime. First shift is 4 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and second shift is 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. with flexibility to work additional mandatory overtime, including weekends and holidays.
Okay. Rick, I see at the bottom down there, there's some benefits with some incentive pay. You want to kind of walk through some of those highlights?
We do. So currently right now we have an additional $2 an hour pay rate incentive, and that is going to be good through August 1st. We also have bonus potential, and then we pay shift and weekend differential. So anyone that is going on to second shift, we have a 75-cent second shift differential, and everyone first and second shift, when we work on the weekend, they get a 50-cent an hour weekend differential for the weekend shift. It is a
Okay,
climate, yeah, it
go
is a
ahead, go ahead.
climate controlled facility, and the seasonal associates would qualify for our brand discounts.
Okay, and why don't you, I had a question come in on the brand discounts. Can you share any secrets on what brands that you guys represent that they may know?
Well, we have Lane Bryant, Justice, and Taylor Loft, Lou and Gray.
Okay, so some big names there. Okay, good, good.
Yes.
And those do qualify with the seasonal work for the discounts, right? So,
Right.
okay, I had a couple more questions before we let you go, Rick.
Okay.
The hiring process. Tell us about a little. Oh, you know what? First, let's jump into the next slide. I'm interested. Hey, this is right down my alley. It's in Greencastle. How do I best apply?
Sure. So the best way to apply is online. And because we are hiring so many folks right now, that the best way is apply online, and then one of our recruiters will reach out to you. We are not doing in-person interviews right now, so we are doing telephone interviews. So we will reach out to you, do a telephone interview that takes between 10 and 15 minutes. Also, when you go out to our website, and build your profile, you can also set up alerts to where anytime that we post a job requisition on any new position that we might be hiring for, you can get alerts for those. Right now, the only thing that I have is the seasonal unit processor, but throughout the year, we do have different positions open up. We have a
Sure.
full maintenance team, IT, asset protection. So a lot of career opportunities that come open throughout the year.
Good, good. Hey, well, thanks. And then a couple more questions that have come in. The hiring process. So they go through this, and then you did mention it's online. So then what happens? What can you say? Somebody passes that test, and
Well,
then how soon can they be on the job if all goes well?
correct. We do the telephone interview, and if we move forward, our hiring paperwork is done online. And so we can normally, a successful candidate that we're moving forward with, we can normally get them on board between 2 to 3 days.
Oh, that quick. Okay, good. That sounds
Yes.
like there's definitely the need. And then I think you touched on, but if you can just add a little bit about future opportunities. You did touch on that, but it sounds like this is kind of good for both. It's a way for somebody to come in and kind of assess the environment there at the same time for you to kind of be looking at skills and reliability and some of those things, right?
Yes, it definitely is, and for kind of fits the bill for individuals who are just looking for a seasonal temporary type job. It is a direct hire position, um, but seasonal, and we also hire between 400 and 500 seasonal associates during the holiday. So we have quite a few returning associates that are
Sure.
just looking to make additional money during the holidays, or the temporary positions, seasonal positions that we have throughout the year. But it's definitely a great way to get your foot in the door for other more long-term career opportunities, if you will.
Well, thanks, Rick. And then the last question before we let you go is,
Sure.
I assume some things might have changed a little bit last couple of months. Anything you can speak to on the safety side?
Well, we do have safety measures in place. So everyone that enters the warehouse gets a temperature check, and then everyone's required to have a face mask on. We will provide it, but if they have one that they use, they can bring it in from home. We are monitoring, maintaining social distancing, and then we supply soap and hand sanitizers throughout the warehouse, and then we're frequently cleaning and sanitizing the work and break areas.
Okay, so you guys have the contact information there. Thanks, Rick McMickle, for that. And it sounds like some things, exciting things going on over in Greencastle. So thanks, Rick. And with that, we're going to next call up the Hamilton Center, and I think there's actually a team of folks: Michael Maxwell, Anastasia Gotzi, and Ebony Kay. Thanks for joining us, you guys. And I'm not sure who's going to take the lead here, but
Bob, I got it.
Okay, good. Tell us a little bit about the Hamilton Center.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So forgive me because my camera decided not to function properly, but my name is Ebony Kay, and I am the Director of Corporate Achievement at Hamilton Center. And I'm actually here with my amazing teammates, Anastasia Gotzi, who has a camera that works, and Michael Maxwell. And they're going to actually share with you all the powerful opportunities that we have for you guys to be able to help us build the hope and change the lives of our consumers. So what I'm going to do now is actually pass it over to Anastasia, and she's going to go into detail about these opportunities for you all. So thank you again.
Thanks. Thank you, Ebony. So Anastasia, you want to any more you want to add about the Hamilton Center before we jump into the jobs?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having us. So like you said, my name is Anastasia Gotzi. I'm the director of our Child and Adolescent Services and our West Satellite Services. Hamilton Center has 10 counties that we service, and those include Park, Vermilion, Sullivan, Linton, West Terre Haute, Clay, Marion, Hendricks, Putnam, Owen, and Bloomfield. We also recently have expanded to OTP and medication-assisted treatment services here in Vigo County as well as Knox County. And we're excited to offer those services as well as many employment opportunities that we'll go into detail with you here today.
I see you got about 600 employees, and I think we're going to talk about 4 jobs, right? So
yes.
let's jump right in, and then after this first one, then I'll ask you a little bit about benefits. Okay, so this first job, it looks like, is a care manager, right? So 27 open positions. Wow. So what can you tell us about a care manager?
So Hamilton Center is excited to expand some services here, and we do have 27 open positions at this point in time at various locations. In the Terre Haute region, we do have them. Some of our offices include the adult outpatient programming, the child and adolescent services division, our addictions programming, as well as employment services. Here we're talking about a care manager 1, 2, and 3. So listed here is the care manager 3, and the job description is listed below. So the basis for our care managers are they provide direct services for our consumers that come in who may be experiencing mental health concerns. They deliver those services in the schools, in the homes, in the community, wherever we need to be able to meet the consumer's needs to help them with employment, with housing, with gaining Social Security disability. They may need help with budgeting, just helping them with those daily life skills. They help on behalf of the consumer as well as they work directly with the consumer teaching skills. So here we have qualifications listed as a bachelor's degree in psychology, social work, or related field with 4 years of experience as a care manager with children, youth, adolescents, or family services. And we also have opportunities listed, you see a little bit below, it's care manager 1 and care manager 2. Care manager 1 to come in with years of experience if they have worked in mental health previously. And that comes in at $1,550. And then at $1,441 would be our bachelor level providers who do not have any prior experience, but do have a degree in a mental health related field.
Okay. And then, hey, why don't you tell us on this first one, looks like it's the same for all, but talk about benefits just a second.
So I'm going to defer to Michael Maxwell. I can talk a little bit about benefits. Hamilton Center does have a pretty expansive benefit package. We do offer medical, vision, dental insurance, 401k, and tuition assistance. For more details, Michael would be able to provide that information.
Okay, so thank you so much for that. And the next is the therapist. And who's going to, is that Michael walking us through that one?
Nope, I'll be walking you down.
No, it's
Okay.
gonna be amazing.
Okay.
So we do have 13 openings for therapist positions. These positions, again, work in a variety of different settings. We have school-based providers who go into the schools and provide services with the children engaging at the schools. And then we also have center-based and telehealth therapy services as well. Right now with COVID-19, we are doing virtual services where applicable, and then face-to-face where needed if the consumer is needing that as well. The therapist position does have have to have a master's degree in a mental health field. So typically those are going to be a master's of social work, a master's in family therapy, a master's in counseling, and be eligible for licensure in the state of Indiana.
Okay.
And they are eligible for all of the benefits as well.
Okay. And it looks like lots of open positions there as well. So next we have the mental health tech, right?
Yes, sir. So we have 8 mental health tech positions, and they work in a variety of different positions as well. Our mental health techs, they interact, educate, and supervise adults with mental illness individually or in a group setting, providing therapeutic environment within a 24-hour setting. Qualifications for this include a high school diploma or equivalent, such as 12 months of full-time paid or voluntary behavioral health or caregiving experience, or 24 months of part-time paid or behavioral health caregiving experience. We do require flexibility to work any shift for this position. Oral and written communication skills are needed. Experience in implementing group activities is certainly helpful, as well as willingness to use a personal transportation. And that also concludes with the care manager role as well, because we are going out to the consumers housing. The individuals who are employed in these positions do require a reliable form of transportation as well.
Okay, and I did have a specific question on location. Can you give an example of locations where the mental health tech might be needed?
Michael, can you give us some update on the positions that are currently available?
Yes. So we have a position available for mental health techs at a few of our different locations. The locations would be at our group homes, which would be located at the Crawford group home, the Eagle Street group home, and then the Oak Street group homes. So those are positions right now that are available for the mental health techs at this time.
Okay. And Michael, are those all in Terre Haute?
Yes, those are in Terre Haute.
Okay, good. Hey, well, thanks for that. And I think next up, the last position we're going to talk about is a substance use counselor, right?
Yes. So as I had mentioned previously, we have opened a addictions treatment program at Vigo County, and also we have opened one in Knox County in Vincennes, and future planning to open one in Hendricks County as well. This position refers to those opioid treatment programs, and it is a substance abuse or substance use counselor. We have 5 open positions due to our expanding services in both Hendricks and Knox, as well as Vigo County. And this one provides a wide range of clinical services to clients within the training of their scope of practice. It does require a bachelor's degree with specialized credentialing, including those KDAC credentialings, as well as the NCAC credentialing, or an LCSW with the medication-assisted treatment training. A provider can also be a licensed social worker and have the MAPS training, or can come from a mental health background with a master's degree in counseling, or a master's degree in social work or marriage and family therapy with the MAPS degree or MAPS training as well. Advanced knowledge and skills are in addictions is required for this position as well.
Okay, and it looks like there's some ORs in there. So if somebody that's interested in this that may have a different ranges of experiences or degrees, it's probably worth the follow-up. So it looks like you're kind of flexible on this or that.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm interested. Michael Maxwell, you want to tell us what's next, how to apply?
Yes, no problem. Again, my name is Michael Maxwell. I'm a recruiter with the Hamilton Center. So there's a couple ways that you guys can apply. You guys can either send me your resume with my email as well, or you can also apply online, whichever is best for you guys out there. Also, any kind of questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me either by phone or through email. And also,
Okay.
in addition, whenever you're applying for those positions, since we serve in 10 different counties, you want to make sure that you're applying for the county that you want to work in. That's very important that you guys list that on your application.
Okay, so, and then just a real quick review. Michael, how many counties? I know Anastasia kind of referenced that, but how many specific counties do you guys serve right now? And can you mention those?
Yes, we're in 10 different counties in Indiana. Again, Clay, Vermilion, Putnam, Marion, Bloomfield, Hendricks, Park, Owens, Sullivan, and then Vigo. Then again, we just opened up an OTP clinic in Knox County.
Okay. And I think I saw it, and maybe that was full staff, but I did have a question come in, how many employees are with the Hamilton Center? And I think if I read that right, it's 600, is that correct?
Yes, 600 employees.
And then before I let you go, what are some examples of services that you provide to consumers? Anybody want to jump in on that one? Just examples of we touched on some of this, but anything else you want to add on services you provide to consumers?
Yes, so we serve adults and children and adolescents. We do case management, skills training. We do therapy as well. Those are the services that we provide at the Hamilton Center.
Okay, so skills centers on skills is a big part of what you do. That's good. And so,
Yes.
okay, well,
Daily
thanks for
skills.
that. That's the Hamilton Center. Thanks for walking us through that exercise. And next is we're going to take a look at ResCare, and leading that discussion is Mickey Higginbotham. Missy, thanks for joining us today, and tell us a little bit about ResCare.
Well, we are a one-of-a-kind human services company offering services for folks with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We do offer home care for seniors as well as educational, vocational training, and job placement for people of all ages and skill levels. Right now, we have a lot of opportunities for any number of people to join our team.
And then where are you guys located?
We are located here in Terre Haute. We have some homes in Brazil and one in Sullivan.
Okay, and I think we're going to actually touch on 5 jobs today, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I think this first one, if I'm reading it correctly, is a direct support professional. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that position, basically what you're going to do is you're just going to go into our clients' homes, and they're really homey homes. You go in and help them with their everyday living skills. Things that you and I take for granted is what our folks need help with, like your basic personal hygiene and grooming,
Okay.
ambulation, medical monitoring, their health care tasks. And you're going to be giving their meds to them as well. Encourage them to be as independent as possible, as well as performing some functions like light housekeeping, laundry, cleaning, preparing their food and meals, and then clean up, and sometimes transporting the clients or running errands with them.
Okay, I do got a couple questions that have come in right off the bat, so let's jump into a couple of those, Missy, okay? About how many patients are at the houses? Can you give us an idea on that?
Well, a supported living site will have anywhere from 1 to 4 individuals, and then the group homes 4 to 6 to 8 individuals.
Okay, and what about training? For someone who's, hey, I'm interested, I like this kind of work, I'm interested, but I just haven't done it. Is there a training program available?
Absolutely. Training program is provided here in Terre Haute in our main office, and that's 5 days of required training. Some of it is hands-on training where you'll get your Core A and Core B training. That's your med administration. Also, you'll be certified CPR and first aid, and then your safe, I'm safe training.
Okay.
As well as some online training as well.
Okay, and before we get into the next job, just a couple quick ones here. Will I be working alone in this example of the direct support professional?
That depends on the client's needs, Bob. If the client is higher functioning and is not as hands-on, then you may be working alone. But for like homes with anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8 individuals, depending on how much assistance they need, you may not be alone. Some of our overnight positions, you would be working alone. However, like if you were took a position in a group home with several wheelchairs or where the clients are elderly or slower paced, you may have another staff on site with you.
Okay, and before we jump into the second spot, I assume it's across the board. You want to tell us a little bit about benefits?
Oh yes, it's across the board. We do offer a full benefits package to full-time employees like medical, dental, vision, paid time off, disability, life insurance, and tuition reimbursement as well.
Okay, and it looks like there's also a 401k program, right? So
yes, 401k, yes.
And tell us about the payout program? I see that listed. How's that work?
Okay, so the payout just allows the employee to get paid on a daily basis. Say, for example, in a 40-hour week, you have already worked 20 hours and you want to get paid for that 20 hours, you can get paid on the spot for that.
Okay, I've not heard that before, but I can see how that would be a nice incentive to have. So, okay, let's jump to the second job. I see this is a direct support lead. So this is a lead position, correct?
Yes, and this is more like a mentor for the direct support professional. They collect and report management information as well as evaluate improvement operations of the company. They report safety and maintenance concerns as needed, and they address health, safety, and environmental concerns. They monitor our clients' budgets and finances. And then, of course, the most important is coaching and mentoring staff, and they do attend meetings and successfully train all of the staff there in a timely manner. The skills and experience that we need is at least 18 years of age, valid driver's license. You have to have the ability to work in a group home or like a home-like setting, ability to communicate verbally and written with all levels of personnel, internal and external. Also able to handle physical aspects of the job, like bending and stooping, lifting, pushing, pulling, and you have to main state regulatory certifications, like, for example, complete your med administration, also keep a valid driver's license, and keep your CPR and first aid up to date.
Okay. I did get a question come in about driver's license. What if I don't have a driver's license? Can I still work there?
No, sir, I'm afraid that you can't. We only hire for driving positions at this point.
Okay. All right. Next, let's go to a site supervisor. What can you tell us? What are the duties and expectations of a site supervisor?
Site supervisor is pretty close to a direct support lead. The site supervisor does pay between $11 and $12.60 an hour, so it's a little bit more money. And once again, you're going to be a mentor to the direct support professionals. You do have to address any health and safety and environmental concerns and report this to maintenance or your supervisors. Make sure that the clinical and behavioral supports and objectives are being followed, as well as the client's goals. You provide oversight of dietary supports, including menu planning and grocery shopping. Ensure that staff are following protocols for communicating medical concerns. Ensure that the meds are administered on time, that goes along with the client's records. And collect and report to management information to make sure that our clients are receiving the services they deserve.
Okay, and next we got two more yet. One's a residential manager. So this is a manager position. Tell us a little bit about that.
This is a salaried position, and it, as you can see, it's $35,000 a year to $39,520. This person supervises the position of persons in order to promote their physical, social, and psychological well-being. It monitors and ensures staff follow our policies and procedures and promote optimum health care to our behavioral supports. It ensures that staff complete documentation in a timely manner. It ensures that staff are following all the medication plans, the behavioral support plans in their individual support plans as well. They do ensure that the house is staffed 24/7, 365, or staffed to the needs of that home. They are on call, and they would report to the area supervisors and program coordinators. And you need to be 18 years of age or older, have a valid driver's license, and have at least 1 year supervisory experience.
Okay. And then the last position is an LPN. So this is a nursing position.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that?
It's an hourly position. It starts out at $22 an hour, and right now during this health crisis, it's a really, really important position. And number one, it provides one-on-one care for our clients following their care plans while monitoring the client's dignity and independence. It monitors our clients' vital statistics and reports any abnormal findings to the case manager or the physicians. It monitors medications, feedings, oxygen, ostomy care, as well as their individual plan care. They do report to the guardians and case managers or any families of any medical changes or concerns. They do order supplies and medications. They consult one-on-one with the doctors as well as the interdisciplinary team. You do have to provide proof of your license, like LPN or LVN, in good standing with the state. And you have to work in a home-like setting. You have to be able to bend or stoop, push, sit, walk for periods of time, and at least lift 50 pounds.
Okay. And I did have a question come in, and I think on this LPN position, but I guess really is going back over the others. How many hours are necessary to qualify for full-time, therefore the benefits?
Okay, 40 hours is considered full-time. Well, 32 hours actually is considered full-time. Anything 32 hours and above, you are eligible for full-time benefits.
Okay, all right. So we got that one answered as well. So, hey, so I'm interested. Missy, tell me what I should do next.
You can call me at my main office here, and that's the phone number there is 812-234-3454, extension 203. Or you can apply in person. We do have open interviews Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. They just have to come in the front doors there, and we are observing precautions in the pandemic right now where the temperatures are taken and there's a screening done at the door, so nobody needs to worry about that. And then I'll be the one interviewing all the direct support professionals, and we do like one-on-one interviews, or they can apply online.
Okay, so it sounds like you've also made, like the others, safety a top priority. So that's always good to hear. So, well, Missy, thanks for taking us through that discussion. And I think as we get wound down, we got a few other questions that have come in that we're going to push back to you guys to follow up with later. But as we get closer to our hour, I do want to run back quickly with everybody to see if there's anything else they want to add. So Jennifer Estrada from Adecco. Jennifer, you're still with us? Any final comments for the job seekers today?
I'm still here, just letting everyone know to apply with us, and we're happy to help you. If you have any questions, just give us a call.
Great. Well, thanks, Jennifer, and thanks for your time today. And with Asina, Rick, any final thoughts from you and Asina?
Yes, I would just like to tell everyone thanks for attending. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to present the Asina opportunities, and look forward to working with you.
Well, thanks, Rick. And with the team from Hamilton Center, Michael, are you still with us? Any final thoughts?
Yes, I'm still here. Thanks for joining, you guys. Again, any questions at all, please feel free to contact me, whether any kind of question that you have that you can answer today or with applying questions. So thank you.
Thanks, Michael. And again, his name is the one on the recording that you'll get. If you didn't get that in your notes, you will be getting a copy, as I mentioned earlier, of the recording. Anastasia Gonsi, anything final remarks from you, Anastasia?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. And Ebony Kay, who started it off for the Hamilton Center. Ebony, anything from you?
Just thank you guys so much, and we hope that you guys work with us to build hope and change lives.
Great, and that brings us back to Missy Higginbotham, who we just heard from ResCare. Missy, any final thoughts?
I'd like to thank you for this opportunity as well, and I did want to add that we have plenty of positions available, upwards of 50 positions available, with evenings, weekends, overnights, and days.
It sounds like a lot of really good opportunities at ResCare as well. So, and thanks to all the employers for doing that. There's a lot of exciting stuff and opportunities in this kind of difficult, challenging time. There is plenty of jobs to be filled. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Nancy Inman with Work One Western Indiana to close today's program. Nancy?
Hi.
Bring it home.
I just want to give one final thank you to all the employers. I know this is a busy time and you took time out of your schedules to describe these opportunities and answer questions to job seekers. And I also want to thank the job seekers for taking time, because here in Region 7, that's our goal, to get people employed as the best fit for the company and the employee, so that you can have a job that you really like. During these times, I really appreciate Dave and Bob for putting all this together in the backwaters where people don't see everything we have to do. But thank you so much for putting this all together so we could get it out there. And hopefully a lot of employers in Region 7 will pick up some qualified, valuable employees. Thanks. Back to you.
Okay, thanks. And with that, we're going to conclude today's program. Thanks for joining us. And again, a final reminder that tomorrow about this time, you'll be getting a link to the recording. So have a great day.